Tabuya rosea. Oh, it's all the same tree? God dang. You'd think they'd put different ones.
Yeah, it's all the same tree.
Yeah. Lame. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of bugs right now. But what day is this? Oh, day 3 of week 2. I'm currently doing my cardio. So right now, oh my god, there's more bugs. Oh my god, it went to my boobs. Right now, I think I did like 5,000 steps. So another 3,000 more to go. Okay, we can do this. We're close enough to curtain, and then we'll be free. Okay. I'm dying. There's so many bugs. There's so many bugs right now. Let me see. Okay, almost there. Are we even close to curtain right now?
I can see it.
Over there. It's okay. We're close enough to the road that leads to curtain.
Yep.
Oy.
We're close to halfway.
Yes. Okay, you guys can barely see me, but we made it. I finished my cardio and I walked about like 8,000 steps in this walk, not including my steps throughout the day. So I think I've achieved like 10k steps for today, so that's good. And now me and Faiz are gonna get dinner, and then that's it basically. Oh my god, there was so many bugs at Curtin today when we used the back way. Oh my god, it was so stressful. There were just bugs everywhere. It went everywhere. My ears, my back, and then my boobs. Oh my god, it was just ugh. But anyways, that is the spirit of urbex. Sometimes you just walk wherever, and then sometimes the wherever is not the best place to walk. But you know, the more you learn, you know. Look at how huge the drink is. Okay, so it is Friday finally, and I have started on a new book, and it's called The Wild Wild Scott by author I cannot remember. I'm currently waiting for my passenger. I'm doing Grab right now. They're waiting for their tapao, and I finished The Good, the Bad, and the Duke, thank God, and then I finished reading Kissing Under the Mistletoe. Although I have to ask, like, I really enjoyed reading Kissing Under the Mistletoe. It's an anthology by 3 authors, by the way. It's just that it's not very memorable. I can't remember the story. Honestly, I read it and I finished it and I enjoyed it. I remember I enjoyed the first story, and I remember I enjoyed the last story because obviously I finished it. Oh, my passenger's here. I completely forgot to continue my video last night. So basically, what I wanted to say before my passenger got into my car was because, what am I saying? Sorry, I just woke up. I wanted to say that I finished reading Kissing Under the Mistletoe, and then I finally remembered the first story. It took me the whole night and a good night's sleep for me to remember. I remembered it in my sleep, to be quite honest with you. I was just like, that's the story. Anyways, my short review would be like, I really enjoyed the story. It's definitely going to be like a 4 out of 5 or 5, not really 5 out of 5. I had some issues with it. Mostly, I think it's going to be another 4 out of 5 for me. The thing that didn't make it 5 out of 5 is because I had some issues with some parts of the story, like the chemistry between the main characters, as well as it's not memorable. The stories are not memorable. I mean, I finished it like yesterday and I already forgot the first story, and it took me forever to remember it. So do I even remember it, or did I forget it again? Oh, okay, I remember it now. I liked the first story. I thought it was really cute. It's like an introvert meeting another introvert, no, an introvert meeting an ambivert, and it's cute and all. I really like it. The pacing's cute. I really like the spice level of the smut. And then the second story, I didn't really enjoy it because I felt like the chemistry between the main characters were not there. I don't know if it's because it's like a short story, so it felt like extremely rushed even for a short story. So maybe that's why I didn't feel that there was good chemistry between the main characters. So that's an out. Spice level was okay. It's very PG. Third story is my favorite because I really sorry. I lost my voice. The third story, I really enjoyed it because I really like the banter, or like how I forgot the word for it, but basically they fight with each other all the time. And then it's cute because I feel like this is so friends to lovers coded. I didn't like the ending though. The ending ended with a big, like, grand gesture in the form of like confessing their love. I don't really like that in books because I feel like it's a bit too cringe. But I was like thinking, all right, fine, because this book is for like written during Christmas. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna chalk it up to the Christmas spirit. Um, so yeah, that's it. Currently now I'm reading Wild Wild Scott by Julia London. I can't remember her name. Oh, that's it. Okay, turns out I forgot to click record, so I have to rant all over again. So, anyways, right now Daisy is pissed with Kaylin because of reasons, I suppose. And from here, you can see that if he loved her, he would kiss her and whatever, whatever, whatever. And I'm just like, well, Daisy, you never gave him anything that indicated that you wanted something serious. The whole time I've been reading this book, the only thing that you've hinted at with this man is that you want to fuck him and you want to be like fuck buddies, apparently. It's like, not once did you tell him, like, hey, I really like you as more than a friend. If you see me as something more than a friend and you want something serious, my heart's on the line here. I'm like confessing my love to you. If you want it, I'm here, but if you don't want to, then unfortunately, like it or not, I have to go back to London and marry Robert. Have you tried to do that? But no, she just like, I just don't understand this bitch, and I fucking hate her. She is so annoying. She's just, ugh, I can't believe Kaylin likes this crazy bitch. And I'm just like, she, I understand. At first, her being a hoe and her being like horny and whatever and lustful, as they say, was a novelty. But now it's just annoying because it's no woman is like that. Okay, since we're still having a blackout in my house, so you're just gonna have to suffice with my voice right now. And I'm feeling so annoyed with Daisy. It's like she says that she's too angry, too frustrated with Kaylin to, I don't know. And I'm just kind of like, well, have you told him that you loved him? Have you told him that you cared and that you don't want to marry Robert? Have you told him that? Because right now, Kaylin is still in the thought process that you want to fuck with him, but you're going to marry Robert and go back to London. So what do you want the man to do? You know? I'm just like, why is Daisy so fucking stupid? I mean, like, I understand. People get horny. People have lust. It's normal. Things like that are normal. But that doesn't mean that you that your brain cell drastically goes down to negative 500. I don't know what Daisy wants, basically. What does he want? Because she asks Kaylin, it's like, oh, what do you want from me? And Kaylin's like, I don't know what I want from you. And I don't blame him, because it's like, it seems like she herself doesn't know what she wants. So how the hell would he know what he would want from her when she doesn't even know what she wants from herself. It's like, make this make sense. I fucking hate Daisy. Okay, she said here that she was a fool, an utter fool. Of course she hadn't thought she'd marry him, but she'd thought, yeah, you thought what, Daisy? You thought what? That you could fuck Kaylin and then completely be okay? Like, you thought that you could fuck him and then he would be completely okay that you just get up and leave Scotland and leave him, and then everything will be fine and dandy. Y'all just be friends forever. And it's like, what? You can't have your cake and eat it. You can't want to fuck this man and say you love this man, but then get upset when he gets upset that you want to marry somebody else and leave Scotland with somebody else. It's like, what do you want, you crazy bitch? Oh my god, when will this book end? Oh, it's only 75%. I can't do this anymore. I fucking hate her. Now I'm annoyed with Kaylin because, okay, so he has gone to London to try and get Daisy's hand in marriage, and he saw like a few church people go into her house, and he's just like feeling rejected and whatever, and I'm just here like, bitch, you are already there. You went to London. You went through everything to go there. Just do it. Don't be a bitch and back out. Just go there and be like, Daisy, I made a mistake. I love you. Let's get married. If she rejects you, then that's that, you know? But don't be a bitch and just be like, oh, I'm feeling a bit dejected. Or maybe she already fell on a match. And I'm just like, your dad had more masculinity and confidence than you, boy. Okay, I just realized while editing the video for the book, the reading vlog for Sinful Scottish Laird, that number one, I said the name of the book wrong. I said it was Wild Wicked Scot. No, it's not Wild Wicked Scot. I love that book. It's actually Sinful Scottish Laird. Yes. And anyways, I forgot that I didn't put any finishing thoughts towards it, and I thought, you know what? Let me just do it right now. My thoughts on Sinful Scottish Laird is that I fucking hated that, but I fucking hated it. I hate it with an absolute passion. And the reason why I hate it so much is because I absolutely loved Wild Wicked Scot, because it was so good. It was written well. You get characters that are like human and three-dimensional and complicated and nuanced, so there was a lot of expectations. The expectations was high for Sinful Scottish Laird because they're by the same authors. It's in the same series, you know. This is the second book, so I'm expecting a lot. And when I read it, I was like, okay, Daisy's a bit of a hoe. She's a bit horny. That's fine. Her husband's been dead for a few years. A girl's got needs and wants, you know? I was liking it at first, but the more I read it, the more I'm just kind of like, that's it? She's just a hoe, and she just wants to fuck a hot guy, but then she wants to marry another man, and then she expects Kayleen to be fine with it, and I'm just here like, it doesn't make sense. The plot is not plotting, because the plot basically is that she has to get married within 2 years, right? To ensure that her son's heritage? Wealth, basically. The son's wealth stays with the son, and it doesn't, like, go somewhere else. Because I think the son is a viscount, but because he's still too young, it obviously is up to her to ensure that he's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be taken care of. But the thing is, did the husband not think, like, if she has to be married within 2 years to ensure that the wealth stays with the son and her, but then after 2 years, if she doesn't get married, the wealth is going to go somewhere else, wouldn't that mean that the son will be destitute? It doesn't say anything in the book where it says that, okay, if she doesn't get married within 2 years, the ownership will go to a family member, you know, or like somebody more trustworthy than the mother, apparently. It doesn't say that. It just says that if she doesn't remarry within 2 years, the son's just gonna be broke. And I'm like, that's the first problem. The math is not mathing, the plot is not plotting. That's number one. Number two, why is Daisy such a fucking dumbass? I'm just like, oh my god. Like, I don't, it's like she keeps saying like, oh, me and Kaylin, we're just friends, we're just friends, we're just like fucking, but we're friends. And then she is also the same person that keeps complaining like, oh, he doesn't tell me what he wants, he doesn't tell me he wants me. And I'm just here like, girl, you don't even know what do you want. It's like, how is he supposed to? You've been telling him all this time that number one, you guys are friends. Number two, nothing's ever gonna happen. It will never happen, Number three, you don't tell him what you're feeling. So what is he supposed to do? If you're laying it everything out there, you're like saying, I gotta marry Robert, I have somebody in the works. This thing is not gonna go far, It's just gonna stay here. We're just fling. So what did you expect him to do, I don't understand. And then the ending killed me too. So the ending is that Kaylin went to London to kind of like woo her back and be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, Daisy. It was a mistake. I've loved you all along. You know the shtick. But then he stays in London because something's happening between like Scotland and Scotland and England, and then he can't go back to Scotland because of his new family. And then I'm just like, it doesn't resolve fucking anything, does it? There's just so many loose plot ends that never get explained, never get resolved. It's just there. And then now I have to go buy the third book if I want to find out what the hell happened. But now I'm scared because it's like, the first book was great, second book was horrible. I don't know about the third one. Will it be worth my money? Nobody knows. And now I'm just here like, is it worth the investment? So yeah, those are my thoughts on Sinful Scottish Laird. I hate it. I did give it a 3 out of 5, but internally it's more of a 2. The reason I gave it a 3 because there are some aspects that I did enjoy and the writing was great. It's just the plot was not plotting for me, I just wish it was more like Wild Wicked Scott because I was so disappointed.